this year, I've realized how easy it is to fall behind and how much harder it can be to forgive ourselves when we do. I spent much of August and September deep in shadow work, letting old memories surface, letting them breathe. It softened something in me, how I see myself, my mother, and the quiet ways we both try to keep life moving forward. But while I was doing all that inner work, the outer world kept piling up. The living room, the heart of my home, became a reflection of how scattered I was feeling inside. I wanted to begin again, but not with force, with gentleness. By the end of this video, I hope that you will feel gently motivated to start again, if you've also fallen behind. I'll share some practical hacks that have helped me save time and energy. And, most importantly, I hope that you'll take away the truth that your worth isn't measured by the state of your home. Slow living isn't about spotless surfaces. It's about noticing the moments you feel disconnected and returning to yourself. Some days, beginning again looks like wiping down a table. Other days, it's forgiving yourself for not having the energy to. Let's start with the surfaces. Tables, TV stands, bookshelves. Did you know a damp microfiber cloth picks up dust far better than a dry one? And you don't need harsh sprays. I add just a drop of white vinegar for a safe natural clean. If you've got pets, especially dogs, sprinkle a little baking soda on soft furnishings before vacuuming. It neutralizes odors without any artificial perfumes. And if you struggle with pet hair, try a slightly damp rubber glove. Run your hand over upholstery and the fur will cling like magic. I like to set a 15-minute timer, not because everything will get perfect, but because progress is progress.
Should let the kids eat it. I was literally just thinking that. It's so nice I don't want to cover it with a tablecloth. But no, this is very practical, so it's got a feel with a little bit. Obviously it's got this stain with the whitewash, but this will be
When I saw Mom pull this cookbook out on an afternoon as a child, I knew that some of my favorite dinners were about to be made. I can't wait to rediscover those recipes now.
Will be as one in this cozy haven. Our love has just begun.
Here's how you can create your own benchmarks for your living room. Set a timer for just 10 minutes and choose one task. Define a minimum standard. For me, that's clear pathways and empty white tables. That's enough. Celebrate progress instead of punishing yourself for unfinished tasks. Your home doesn't need you to be perfect. It needs you to be present. If these tips resonate with you, I share more of these quiet moments on my Instagram. You'll get glimpses of the in-between, the imperfect pauses, the reflections, the gentle resets that don't always make it to video. Check out the link in the description box.
express our faith, we can express our love for family, or include generations or our grandkids and create something we're
It's time to clean and swap out underneath the TV console. Well, it's really a little bookcase that my mom designed in the 60s, but I use it as a TV console now. People often ask me, why are there paintings on the floor? Well, for this reason. Wouldn't you rather see the paintings? Anyway, here needs a deep clean. I often put museum gel to pop up the paintings and keep them in place, and it does a wonderful job, but it does leave residue, so you can see dirt piles up there. So I'm going to scrub under here, and then I'm going to swap one of the paintings and just freshen up. Ooh, doesn't it look better? So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take this museum gel, and I love it. I learned about it from another YouTuber. I think her name is Bethany, and it basically is a solid that you can roll around, and it adheres your precious crystals, glass, anything that's breakable or that you want to not break, and it adheres it to the surface without damaging the surface. And it can withstand quite a bit of push from, like, say, a pet or a young child, or if you're sweeping or vacuuming like I'm here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take some of this just into a small bowl, and I'm going to adhere the bottom of the paintings so that they don't fall over easily. Basically all I have to do is just put it here like that, get another piece, and I bought this about 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. A little goes a long way. See, once I do that, that's all I need to do. And it will stay, and the bond lasts and strengthens the longer it sits. So it'll be not very stuck on right now, but in an hour, half an hour or so, it'll take quite a bit of a tug to release. So let's do the second one here now. And if you're interested, I will link the museum gel in the description box so you can check it out, as well in my Amazon storefront. So let's put this one down now. And there, that'll be good for a few months. I'm not gonna lie, there were several points when I almost gave up on filming this. Between caregiving, content creation, and exhaustion, what I thought would take 2 days turned into an over 2-week affair. And if I'm brutally honest, I was also a little embarrassed. I won't speak on a cultural or national level, but I do know that in my household it has always been taboo to show mess to others, whether it's emotional or physical. There was definitely a strong idea that certain things were not for consumption by anyone outside my 4 walls. So, sharing this, I felt as though I was failing as a caregiver, failing as a homemaker, and definitely failing as a woman who preaches to others about alignment. However, I know that sharing and opening up about this may help someone that needs to hear and see it. And if it does for even one of you, then it's worth a little discomfort on my part right now. And here's a bonus tip. The living room doesn't just have to be about cleaning. It's also a perfect time to rotate your decor. I love creating small vignettes with sentimental objects. These little touches keep my home alive, and they also serve as gentle conversation starters when guests come by. Sometimes we think falling behind means we failed, but really it's just an invitation to slow down, to breathe, and to choose again without shame. So if you've fallen behind too, please use this as your reminder that you can always begin again. If you've ever felt depressed or anxious and wondered, how can I even start cleaning when I feel this way? That's exactly what my next video covers. In it, I share 5 proven tips that ease anxiety and actually get you moving, how I break tasks down so that they don't feel overwhelming, and I also give practical steps to reset your space and your spirit. See you there!